Get rid of your bulky, worn, tatty wallet full of old receipts and gift cards to shops that no longer even exist and pick yourself up the Ridge wallet. The sleek, newfangled, minimalistic wallet that not only gets rid of the pointless crap you don't need to carry around, but with its titanium, carbon fibre or aluminium durable design, if you're like me, it will take you no time at all to absolutely fall in love with a wallet like this. Get your Ridge wallet by going to ridge.com/SGR and using code SGR for 10% off with free worldwide shipping. Hey there guys, and welcome to KickScammer News.
I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride.
Yes, I'm Daniel Robertson, aka DJ Slope from Slope's Game Room, and this is KickScammer News for the month of July 2019. What we do in this show is we look at everything that's interesting within the past month on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, GoFundMe, and as you'll see in this episode, quite a few other websites that do similar sort of things too. This is my way of keeping up to date in the world of crowdfunding, a little bit more up to date than the usual Kickscammer videos that I like to do. There'll be another one of those coming up within the next couple of weeks, by the way. But for now, let's get right to it. Okay, so let's start off with one that's been taken down because it's stupid.
How do you dry your hair after a shower? Wow, it's very tough. But do you know how much hair you lose when you dry like that? Of course, it is normal for older hair to fall naturally and to have new hair. But what if healthy hair is pulled out of it due to excessive physical impact? Keep Forest Hair Towel is a new invention designed specifically to prevent hair loss. Drying your hair with Keep Forest can reduce hair loss by up to 85% compared to using regular towels.
So essentially what you're buying is a good quality towel, but instead of showing you how good it is by absorbing more than this standard conventional towels or whatever, this towel demonstrates it by not needing to go mental drying your hair like pretty much all men do, but by slowly dabbing your hair. Obviously it's bogus because this guy's hair was dry to begin with, but that's not the reason it was taken down. You see, the real reason is that they claim by having a towel this good, it will actually reduce hair loss. Now, hair loss is something that many older guys deal with, and to all of those guys that got this to at least 50% of its goal, all I gotta say is, it's down to genetics, people, and not vigorous hair drying. As stated, this miracle cure that was going to save up to 85% of hair loss was suspended shortly after it went live on IndieGoGo. Thank God. To all of you people out there that think we use way too much plastic, you might not want to look at this next one. You see, Hasbro have launched their own crowdfunding website for the more hardcore toy collector, which brings us to Transformers War of Cybertron Unicron. Based on the biggest Transformer, Unicron, from the 1986 movie, this huge 27-inch monster needs 8,000 pre-orders in before it goes into production. So, what's the hold up? It's the price tag. $575 is all you need to drop for this. Will it hit its goal? Maybe. I mean, I do hope it does. It's an unboxing video that I'm 100% gonna watch. It's just a tad too rich for my blood. The game that I spoke about last month that I told you guys would actually end badly has actually ended pretty good. That is for the 4,000 backers that actually backed it. You see, I was one of those backers, you know, for the lols, and I got the email on July 15th saying that it was suspended from Kickstarter's trust and safety team and not really giving much of a reason why. And the backers, like myself, are none the wiser, as no updates have been given. Actually, I'm not 100% sure what happens to a campaign owner when their campaign dies. Maybe they can't post any more updates. Regardless, if you go over to the company's Discord page, you will find plenty of updates. All projects on Kickstarter must fall within our rules and one of our 15 categories. They must also have a plan for creating and finalizing something to share with others. Our rules and guidelines ask that creators raise the amount of money needed to bring a project to completion and fulfill all pledged rewards. However, your project stated that after Kickstarter campaign, we will start IndieGoGo campaign. This is against our rules and best practices, as we expect that creators will be raising the funds necessary to complete their creative idea. So in other words, sadly this isn't the end, and although I'm sure everybody watching this can see the tomfoolery found in something this blatantly fake and unfinished, the comment section is actually half full of people that fully believe in this product, and it became a very toxic place indeed. Expect to see plenty more about Raw in the coming months. On July 18th, a new mini handheld system found its way onto Kickstarter, and it looks pretty basic. Yes, it's oh so generic. It's 2019 and we are still using the same design as the original Game Boy. But at the same time, 650 Mexican pesos is only about $30, which isn't too bad. That is until you realise that the circuit board found inside, as seen here in a video by the Retro Future, make sure you go and subscribe to him by the way, great channel, is simply a slight variation of the same circuit board. In other words, he's buying them for about $6 from AliExpress and selling them to you for about $30. And yes, it was suspended shortly after. Sony, yes, as in the big Sony PlayStation, Sony TVs, Sony Hi-Fis, what have you, actually have their own crowdfunding website. And on First Flight Sony, as they call it, on the 22nd of July, they revealed the Rion Pocket air-conditioned clothing. Yep, this weird little device that sits in a pouch on the back of your t-shirt needed 66 million yen, and it actually hit that on July 29th, and is currently sitting at around 69 million yen with 19 days to go. That's the equivalent of about £500,000 or $600,000. I'm interested to see how this actually works out, because the idea of an ice lolly stuck in the centre of my back is really not the best feeling, but hey, time will tell if this actually is any good, as Sony now have enough money to start production on this thing. What could possibly go wrong with a game that's centred around Game of Thrones and plays just like a PUBG clone? Now projects like this pop up all the time on Kickstarter, and it takes me back to a time when I was at school coming up with cool ideas for video games. The only difference is this is on Kickstarter. The guy obviously has no idea what he's doing. That's a given, and the text underneath just reads like a love letter to his fiancée. Nothing here makes sense in the slightest, and even the $5 tier actually helps the $10 tiers. $5 allows all $10 pledges the ability to keep up with the game progress. Okay, thanks $5 backers. But if you ask me, the best bit about all of this is the risk and challenges section. We all know the risks. He doesn't know what he's doing. He will never finish it. The Game of Thrones right holders will come knocking at the door, right? Any of the above? Nope. In the risks and challenges, it reads, the biggest risk, I believe, will be trying to get Rockstar involved in the creation of this open world game. However, I do have a connection who has instructed me to first come up with some capital before they stick their neck out on the line, to get me into a meeting with the Rockstar reps. Eventually, the majority of the cost to create my game will be covered by Rockstar due to them having the skills and resources to create the game most efficiently, and this game will not be rushed, nor will it take years. Everyone who contributed to my Kickstarter will be rewarded for making this possible. I'm so excited right now, just imagine the level of joy this game will bring to the world. Medieval style RPG created by Jared and Michaela Cook and Rockstar is all I need to hear, and I'm putting my heart and soul into making it a reality. I take it back, this guy obviously knows exactly what he's doing. Oh no, wait, he doesn't. just a little bit of an update on this one, guys. You see, since I recorded all of this footage and then packed it all away, it came to my attention that the duo have come back to try it again. They got suspended once and now they're literally doing it again. If you go into the comments section, it is just full of him arguing with loads and loads of people about how the game is definitely going to be made. At least he is replying to comments, so feel free to sign up and, you know, ask him whatever you want about this game. Give him his due. He really does believe it's going to happen. Dear oh dear. Amanda Knox. For those that don't know, she's the woman that spent 4 years in an Italian prison after her roommate was murdered only to be let out due to not having enough evidence. Well, she's decided to set up her own crowdfunding website so that you guys can help pay for her space-themed wedding. Not much else really needs to be said here. There's no tally on how much is being spent on what or how much is raised, but just like your standard wedding gift list, the website is full of different sections where you, the random bystander that's not even going to her wedding, can donate. Yep, that's literally it. You guys can help pay for a space-themed wedding, if you really want to, even though she claims she's not crowdfunding her own wedding. Yes you are. Yes, let's do another crowdfunder from HASLAB, Hasbro's own crowdfunding website. This time we're not looking at Transformers, we're looking at Sesame Street. Let me tell you guys, growing up me and my sisters watched Sesame Street so much. And for only $300 we can now get a posable life-size Cookie Monster of our own. Again, I'm not quite sure if it's going to hit target. It is seriously cool, obviously, but finding 3,000 people that are willing to drop 300 each may be a tough cookie to swallow. Come on, it was too obvious. Back in 2009, a brand new crowdfunding website hit the market, and well, recently it's not been doing so hot. Pledge Music. The difference with this one is that it was solely based on helping musical artists. Now obviously the main goal was to help smaller budding artists get what they need to make those albums that they always dreamed of, and honestly, I was quite a big fan of Pledge Music in its heyday. Now with all that said, as the site grew in popularity, it started being used by bigger artists, more well-established bands, as a way to release mostly limited-run B-sides or live albums to the most dedicated fans. A great way to cut out the middleman, if you will. Well, earlier this year, that all ended when it came to light that Pledge Music wasn't paying its artists. And as the vast majority had already gone to the studio or started printing t-shirts or whatever that they promised their fans, the artists ended up worse off than if they just put themselves in debt in the first place. Not just monetarily for the bands, but the fans are also out of pocket, because, you know, they're not getting their rewards in some cases. This sort of thing has been going on for quite a while this year, with old managers coming back to try and save the company and lengthy statements explaining the things that are going to get better, but on July 28th, the website just went offline. To the artists and fans of Pledge Music, as many of you know, Pledge Music suspended operations a number of months ago and the site is now offline. The company continues to work with outside counsel on the most appropriate next steps, and we will update you with those specifics as we get more information. All data has been preserved and a notice with next steps will be posted on here shortly. Pledge Music Board. Sadly, the closure of Pledge Music was the end of something that at one point was truly something special within the realm of crowdfunding. Let's hope someone comes back to fill that void. Now, I'm not exactly loved by the enamel pin community. I just don't get it, but you know, whatever, each to their own. However, I do feel like there'll be a lot more on my side with this campaign. Taking away that the pin just looks bad, what's the actual reason to wear something like this? There really isn't a reason. It's as simple as that. If you want people to know that you're menstruating, then put this pin on. Just, watch out for the nipple. And for this month's recommendation, I am choosing HELVETII. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This game looks awesome. Sadly, the designer hasn't actually done anything on Kickstarter before, so it's a little less secure than my usual recommendations. However, he has come to the table with some genuine gameplay and a downloadable demo for the game that 100% looks right up my street. It's the equivalent of about £8 to get yourself a copy for PC or Switch, which is obviously the version I'm going to be getting, and I am actually genuinely excited for this game. £8 to hopefully see quite a lot about the development from I think it's a one-man studio? Well, I'm obviously going to be signing up to this. And there you have it, guys, my picks for July 2019. As always, the links or the stories to all of these campaigns can be found in the description below. And obviously I want to give firstly a huge shout out to the subreddit Shitty Kickstarters. Again, there'll be a link to that down in my description. And over on my own Discord, the KickScammer Detective Agency, with an extra big shout out going to Lobster Mashing on Keyboard, who always provides plenty for these episodes. Hey there, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Firstly, I want to give a massive big shout out to this video's sponsor, Ridge. Honestly, guys, I've been using this wallet now for a little bit over a week and I am now obsessed with it. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to my old style of wallet. Yes, I really do like this. And if you want to get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping, you can by going to ridge.com/SGR, that's ridge.com/SGR, and use code SGR. Link will be in the description and all of that jazz. Yeah, please do help out the sponsor who's been kind enough to support me. But anyway, guys, let's get over to those awesome Patreons. With an extra big shout out going to Gary Pinkett, that retro video gamer, Mantis, Ryan Burford, Andrew Dalton, Ben Jackson, Jonathan Hayward, Christopher Turnbull, Phil Lowlins, Tom Grabowski, Retro to Next Gen, Hawk89, Dina Robertson Dunn, Lefty Intrigued Gaming, Abby Morris, Tim Labonte, Asobi Quang DX, Tim Lunn, Hananas, Pixels.Limited, aka Samuel Victor, Red the Beard, Conrad Constantine, Pretendo64, Creamy Elephant, Casey Garner, Blitz, Hedgy, Kinglink Reviews, Gemma Mr. T's Shirts, Wobbles and Bean, The Wonder Ducks, Ye Old Hamburglar, Bew Wright, Dan Petit, Mike H. Fell, Lucas Softail, Gregory Arden, Ronnie Method, SSWB, Solex Captor, Jeremy Rodriguez, Nick Pollard, Bram Perez, Marcus King McCut Tyndall, June, The Geeky Dad, Richard Carter, aka Fantastic Dizzy, Todd Paul Afloat G, and of course Petty Mew. If you guys want to get your name shown, come see what I'm working on and all of that usual stuff, then please click the links that you see on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever you prefer. But for now, this is DJ Slug signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.